Hi and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to try and do a UK history quiz together. So last week we did a US quiz and I think that went okay. So grab a pen and paper so that you can keep tally and comment your score at the end. Here is my notepad. You see that? My daughter has been at my notepad, so I'm using the only piece of plain paper that I have. But let's get into it and see how we do.
Welcome back to Mega Quiz channel. In this quiz there are 30 questions and answers about British history. Let's get straight into question 1.
Okay.
In which year did the Battle of Hastings take place?
1066. That was the password for the gym in the Navy.
1066. Question 2.
I thought this would be multiple
English
choice.
author wrote Oliver Twist and A Christmas Carol?
Charles Dickens.
Charles Dickens. Question 3. In which year did the Great Fire of London take place?
1666.
1666. Question 4. Who was the first British Prime Minister?
I can't remember his name.
Sir Robert Walpole. Question 5. Who was the longest reigning British monarch before Queen Elizabeth II?
Queen Victoria.
Queen Victoria, who reigned for 63 years, 7 months and 2 days. Question 6. Who led the Norman conquest of England?
William the Conqueror.
William the Conqueror. Question 7. In which year did the Titanic sink?
1912.
1912. Question 8. Who was the first female Prime Minister of the UK?
Margaret Thatcher.
Margaret Thatcher. Question 9. What is the name of the famous prehistoric monument located in Wiltshire, England?
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge.
This is harder
Question
without
10.
multiple choice.
Which British scientist discovered penicillin?
Oh, I know this. I know this.
Alexander Fleming.
I couldn't
Question
remember.
11.
I knew it was him.
In which year did women first get the right to vote?
1918.
1918. Question 12. Who led the British Reformation and established the Church of England?
Henry VIII.
King Henry VIII. Question 13. Who is the only British Prime Minister to have won the Nobel Prize for Literature?
Winston Churchill.
Winston Churchill. Question 14. Which iconic British ship was commanded by Admiral Lord Nelson during the Battle of Trafalgar?
The Victory, where he was shot and died.
HMS Victory.
Been on board, you
Question
just plaques.
15. Who was the first English monarch from the House of Stuart?
James? No, Edward.
King James I.
Oh, I said James to
Question
start.
16. Which document, signed in 1215, limited the power of the English monarch?
The Magna Carta.
The Magna Carta. Question 16. Who was the British monarch during the American Revolution?
King George.
George III. Question
Half a point
17.
for not getting third.
Which British author created the fictional detective Sherlock Holmes?
Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Question 18. Which year did the Act of Union unite England and Scotland?
17 something.
1707. Question 19. Who is the longest reigning male monarch in British history?
I have no idea.
King George III. Question 20. Who was the British Prime Minister during World War I?
David Lloyd.
David Lloyd George.
David Lloyd George. I got
Question
David
21.
Lloyd. So is that half a point?
Who wrote the novel Pride and Prejudice?
Jane Austen.
Jane Austen. Question 22. Which British king abdicated the throne in 1936?
It was our late Queen's uncle. It was Edward.
King Edward VIII.
8. I'm going to put
Question
half.
23.
Not getting the 8.
Which UK Prime Minister declared peace for our time in 1938? Neville Chamberlain. Question 24. What year did the UK formally leave the European Union?
2018. 2020.
2020. Question 25. Which British monarch was known as the Virgin Queen?
Queen Elizabeth I.
Queen Elizabeth I. Question 26. Who was the architect responsible for rebuilding much of London after the Great Fire of 1666?
We just spoke about this. Wren. I can't remember the rest.
Sir Christopher Wren.
Christopher Wren. Half a
Question
point.
27. Which king was the first to rule over both England and Scotland?
King James I.
King James I. Question 28. Which English queen reigned for only 9 days in 1553?
Lady. Can't remember her name.
Lady Jane Grey. Question 29. Which British scientist developed the theory of evolution by natural selection?
Darwin. Charles Darwin.
Charles Darwin. Question 30. How many of his wives did King Henry VIII divorce?
Killed 2, divorced 2.
2. Catherine of Aragon and Anne of Cleves.
That last question.
Thank you for watching. Let me know your...
It's tough when it's not multiple choice. I'm a bit ashamed of a few of those, but I'm going to tally it and then we can talk about it. So if we're being really strict, I got 20 correct. If we're allowing half points for not getting the numbers at the end of what king it was, for example, or not getting the full name, I got 22, but I'll let you decide in the comments what you think about that. I did find that quite difficult because it was a time limit, it wasn't multiple choice, so you're digging deep for knowledge that is in there, but when you've got a time limit, it does make it harder. I know it sounds like I'm making excuses. Some of those I did genuinely know, but I couldn't remember the full name. But some of them I genuinely didn't know. So it's good to do these quizzes to test our knowledge and to learn things. So let me know what you got in the comments. And I've linked this channel in the description. I really enjoyed this video because it was an AI. So that was nice that it was an actual person doing it with us. But I will link it in the description for you. Please let me know how you got on in the comments. Thank you for watching and thank you to my channel members.